everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay and I bring you content on all things clean beauty and skincare. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you, and if you are already, thank you, of course. Today's video is going to be really glam, really fun. I'm going to show you guys how I got this purple, bluish toned mermaid vibes eye look. A lot of you guys wanted to see more dramatic looks, so I thought I would do this in lore of spring starting. It's something a little more spring toned, but definitely on the dramatic side. I had a ton of fun making it, so if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Alright guys, so since today's look is eye makeup base, I do already have my face makeup on. If you want to know what I'm wearing, I will put everything in the description below. But anyway, the palette I'm going to be using today is from Aether Beauty. Petit Vour did send this over for me to try out. This is their Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette, which I've been wanting to try forever. So we're going to do a little spring glam using this bad boy. So it comes with 4 matte shades, the rest are metallic, and then the 4 in the middle here are kind of like a duochrome, more of a chunky metallic compared to like these other ones, which are really smooth. So let's get started. So just to set down a really nice transition shade to work off of, I'm going to take this matte brown shade, which is called Sandstone. It has all the shades right on the back here. And just going to pop that in the crease. So the one thing I did notice about the matte shades in this is that they have a lot of kickback, so they're more of a softer shadow, but they remind me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, if you guys have ever tried those. So they're really buttery and soft. They do have sort of kickback when you blend into them, but I don't really mind it because it makes them super blendable on the eye. Now that I have that transition shade in my crease, I'm going to go in with this more of a mauve matte purple shade, which is the shade Aphrodite. It's right there. And then I'm going to take an MOTD Build-In Blend brush. I will try to put all the brushes I used in the description. Most of them are going to be from MOTD. They're really great, cruelty-free vegan brush company. Yeah, I'm just going to really lightly dip into that and tap off a lot of it on my brush. Since it is a bold color, we don't want too much on the eye at first. I'm going to try to really blend it up. Blend it up, build it up. I feel like I never do any sort of like more cool toned fun look, so I thought this palette would be really good to use for a more spring vibes type of eye. I will say these are definitely the most blendable shadows I own in clean beauty. They're really good. Definitely probably my favorite formulas I've tried so far. They're just really nice and blendable. I find some other shadows I've tried, they are pigmented, but they don't really blend that well, so I feel like they build up really patchy and you just can't really get a dramatic eye without looking just weird. But I don't find that these get patchy. They're really smooth. My tip for doing like any sort of bold eye look is really just keep it light at first, because you can always add more and see how it looks. And always set a transition shade, because if you don't and just go in with, say, a color like that, it's going to look really stark. It's not going to blend into your eyelid. It's not really going to have that gradient that you see sort of on Instagram. It's just not going to look as good, so that's a good tip. Even if you're doing a bold color, you could always put down like a neutral sort of brown shade and it'll go with anything. And then you could always go back in with the transition shade as well and put it on top to blend it even more if you think it's looking patchy. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am taking the other matte sort of blue toned shade and putting that in my crease along with that purple. These are pretty similar tones, so they go very well together and they're blending pretty good. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but like that brown shade I put kind of just peeking through right on the edge, it does help a lot to blend out bolder shades, so make sure you put that color down. And then most of the work is really just blending. That's the key to basically any eyeshadow, especially if it's dramatic. Just keep blending it and building it up until it looks decent. It's really not a quick thing to do if you want to be out the door. I mean, you can do a version of it that's super quick, but really we're just going to be blending away here. I'm just going to go ahead and run that same shade on my lower lash line just to tie everything together. We'll go back in and do some more detail work, but just to sort of lay a base for it. And if you're not comfortable going this smoky, just keep it tighter to your lash line. I kind of smoke it out a lot. I like how it looks on my eye shape, but like I said, if you don't like that, just keep it, use a smaller brush and keep it tighter to that. Now to really deepen up my crease, I'm taking this darkest matte sort of blue tone shade, which is called Grounding. Aether Beauty also makes another palette. I forgot the name of it. It comes in blue packaging and it's all metallic shades which look gorgeous. And I have tried the metallic shades in these and they're so pigmented and smooth. So I would definitely love to do a look with that palette as well. If you guys are interested, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm being really careful with this shade because it is pretty dramatic, so I'm just starting off with a little bit, really precisely blending it. So I think I'm happy with where the crease is at now. Now I'm just trying to pick a metallic shade to do on the lid. So there's a lot of really gorgeous metallic shades. We have like this gray one right here. Sorry to flip you off, didn't mean it. You could see that, which is very silvery, and then we have this purple one, which is more of the like duochrome. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Duochrome color. And we have like some pink. That's this one right here. Oh, they're so pretty. I think I'm gonna do that one. That one looks so pretty. Let's do it. For my lid, I am going to take this Well People shadow brush and I'm going to dampen it. I like to do that with any sort of shimmer eyeshadow. I think it just gives it more pigment, really helps to stick to the eye, and you get a lot less fallout. So I'm going to use my Lily Lolo makeup mist. I'm just going to mist it and then we will go ahead and apply that. So the shade I'm using is called Aura, by the way. This really gorgeous purple duochrome. I've never used this shade, so I'm super excited to see how it comes out. I'm just putting this all over my lid. And then we could blend it in with the matte shades. These middle shades are applying beautifully wet, so if you have trouble, I find that I swatched them, they didn't look that pigmented, so they're just one of those shadows that if you use it wet, it's going to look a lot better. Or if you lay down like a really tacky base, like a concealer or an eye primer. I did not use any eye primer today, I just had concealer on that I set. But if you're looking for a nice one, I do like the Alima Pure one, and then Ilia also makes one. I haven't tried that yet, but I think that has pretty good reviews. I'm also going to be using this more blue toned metallic, which is called, what does that say? Starte? No idea how to say that, but I'll put it in the description. It's just this shade right here, which is more of a blue tone. I said that like a million times, but I'm just going to put that right on the center of the eye to sort of tie in the more bluish tone we have in our crease, using the same brush. To brighten everything up, in my inner corner, I'm going to take this lightest shade, which is a white shimmer called Stardust, but it has a really gorgeous sort of pink sort of shift to it. I've been using this like every day in my inner corners. It's so pretty. This is one of the creamiest, most pigmented eyeshadows I own, like this whole palette. I really didn't think I was gonna like this as much as I have been. The formulas are just so good on these. Like, they compare to Anastasia shadows, which I used to love, but we all know those ain't clean. So I'm obsessed. I really think it would be gorgeous if they came out with like a warm tone palette. I would freaking lose my crap over that. Like, I would buy 12 of them. Moving on to our lower lash line, I'm taking this matte blue gray that I used lastly in my crease, and then I'm going to put this really tight to create that smoked out look again. And then on the inner part of my lower lash line, I'm taking the more purple mauve matte shade just to tie the purple tones in with the blue tones. And just blend that baby out. If you wanted to, you could take some concealer and sharpen up the edge if you wanted a really sharp look, but I'm going to keep this smoky just because why not? It's going to be a smoky look. I think that is all we're going to do for the eyes here. I really like how it came out. I never do cool tones. I just feel like they look weird on me, but I actually really love how this came out. And I definitely am enjoying these formulas. I'll have to do a couple more looks with this palette because it's so gorgeous. But yeah, I think it's nice. I'm going to go ahead, do some lashes. I'll put on some mascara and we will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I put on lashes and mascara. I will put what lashes I used in the description. They're Ardell 6'11", 6'10", I'm not sure, some number like that. Like I said, it'll be in the description. And then for my lips, I feel like I never know what kind of lip to do with purple eye looks. But I'm going to try using this Pixie Matte Lash Liquid Lip in Matte Beige. I would use something cleaner, but I don't really have any like lipstick shades that I feel like would go with this. So if you have anything similar, if you're not comfortable using Pixie that you think would go with this, you know, let me know. I think that lip looks pretty decent with the eyes. And then to top it off, I just thought of this. I'm going to use the Habit Bright Lights. These are like their new illuminators. I'm not sure if by the time this video is out if they'll be released yet. You can pre-order them right now, but they're not like officially released. But this is the shade Hollywood Babylon, which is like a white cream, but it has a purple shift to it, which would be perfect for this, if you could see that. I just put a little bit of that out in the center on my lips, and I'm also going to put this on. I already have highlight on, but I'm just going to do a little bit more, just because I think the purple shade is like perfect for this. These are super creamy, by the way, and they smell like Fruit Loops. No, like Trick cereal. Something really fruity, but not like artificially. Probably smells better than that, actually. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I had a ton of fun doing this makeup. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want more glam looks like this, let me know what type of look I should do next. Also, just let me know, do you like the purple? Are you feeling it? I think it came out really good. I usually don't like purple on myself, like I said, but I think it just looks so gorgeous. I'm definitely really enjoying these Aether Beauty shadows so far. Can't wait to use them some more. That wraps up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you. Don't forget to give me a like and a comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video.